Hello guys, I hope you are doing good. On 1st of July 2020, government has revamped their model on MSME, that is micro, small, medium enterprise. The whole registration process has been changed. Earlier, the MSMEs used to get registered under Udyog. Currently, it is being registered under Udyam Registration. So with this revised guideline, I'm going to share in this video how you can get registered on Udyam, this Udyam registration. And there are two options. That is, first is new registration. So if you are a new entrepreneur, if you came first time, if you have never been registered under MSME and you want to get registered, in that case, how it will work. And second part of the video would be dealing with the people who are already registered under MSME. So if you are already a user, already being registered, under MSME, then how you have to proceed under Udyam registration. That would be re-registration. Okay. So before starting this whole process, there are certain things that you need to have in hand, handy with you. If you have all this details, it will be a piece of cake for you to complete the whole process within a record time. You can complete within 5 minutes if you have all these details, and a good connection. So let's start. First, you need to have a laptop or PC with good internet connection. Second is Aadhaar number. Next is PAN card. Official address means the official address where business is being conducted. It's a official address is not the business when it's conducted. It is your corporate office. Okay, so suppose if you have a factory and a corporate office, official address would be, of course, it would be a corporate office, right? Next is mobile number. Of course, the mobile number which you are going to use, you need to have it with you also, because you would be getting some OTPs and you have to verify them. Email ID, date of incorporation and commencement of business. Just make a note over here, guys. Date of incorporation and date of commencement is different. Suppose if you are forming a limited company, you would get the formation right there and then. But to set up the whole production line, it would take some time. So after that, and the commencement would start. So definitely there will be some time lag. So have a note of it when the production started and when the company was incorporated. Next is the bank account details, that is bank name, the bank which you are having the account with, account number and IFSC code. Next is major activities and their NIC code. Number of staff or person employed with gender bifurcation. So how many males are employed, how many females are employed, how many others are employed. There's a question in that, and I think if you have the bifurcation, it will be helpful. So let's start. First of all, you need to go to the website, that is udyogaadhar.gov.in. I will put that link in the description so that it can be easy for you to go to that website. But I just want to, if you just go to Google and type Udyog registration, you would get this link. So it's not a big deal. So you can go to that udyogaadhar.gov.in. Once you got on that website, and there are two options. One is, this would be the screen, but you get two options. First is to register for new entrepreneurs who are not registered yet as MSM. So this is the first time registration. Second is to re-register for all the people who are already having registration under EM2 or UAM, that is Udyog Aadhar Memorandum. So first part of the video would be dealing for new entrepreneurs. So you select the first option. If you click over here, this is what the website looks like. And before going forward in this process, guys, I would just want to let you know that since I'm taking a live example in this video, I have struck off some of the parts, some of the confidential information of my client, so that there won't be any privacy issue. But still, if you feel there is some data which was missing, and if you want to get more clarity on that, please leave it in the comments below, and I would answer them as soon as possible. Alternatively, you can also directly message me on Twitter and on Instagram. I will put the link in the description. Okay, so let's start. First of all, you need to put the Aadhaar number and the name of the entrepreneur. And here, whose Aadhaar number to be shared? That in that case, it's already been mentioned over here. In case of proprietorship firm, it would be the proprietor. In case it is a partnership firm or a HUF, then the Karta or the managing partner will be the person. And in case of company, limited liability, cooperative society or a trust, in that case, the authorized signatory who is being authorized by all the people or with valid resolution to authorize on behalf of that organization. His Aadhaar number and name would be mentioned over here. You click on validate and generate OTP. Once you get the OTP, you put that in and you get validation. Once it is being validated, it will take you to the next step. That is point number 2, where you have to mention the type of organization. Do you have a PAN or yes or no, and the PAN number. Okay. and then you have to validate it. Let's see what are the different types of organizations that are covered over here. It is proprietary, then HUF, partnership, cooperative, private limited, public limited, self-help group, limited liability partnership, society, trust, and others. You select the right one which you have, which is appropriate for your organization. Put the PAN number of that particular thing, and do that PAN validation. Once it is being validated, you could take you to the next step, where the name of entrepreneur would be auto-filled from the PAN card itself. So you don't have to fill this data because you have already validated the PAN. After that, put the mobile number and the email ID. Then you have to select the category, that is general, SC, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or OBC. Next is you mention the gender, that is male, female, or others. Put whether you are physically handicapped or not, yes or no. And after that, it would come to point number 11 and point number 12. Point number 11 and 12 data would be auto-fetched from GSTN itself, that is GST network. You don't have to fill them, it will be pre-filled by them post your registration request. Okay. Name of enterprise, there is no need to mention that. It won't even be, allow you to edit over there. Second is 12th one would be location of plant and enterprise. Again, they should be fetched from GSTN. Next is the 13th number, that is official address of enterprise. The official address of enterprise would be that kind of like a correspondence address. At the same time, in case of a corporate, it would be corporate registered office and so on and so forth. Okay, you share all the details, and next one would be whether you are registered under previously or EM2. In that case, if it is yes, you have to mention the old one. But since this is the whole process for a new registration, I don't think you'd be using this facility. You would be putting NA. That is not applicable because there is a whole new process if you already have a EM2 or UAM. That is Udyam Aadhar Memorandum. Next would be status of enterprise. In that case, in this part, you have to mention the date of incorporation or registration, means when you got registered or incorporated, whether your production or business has started. If it is started, then when you have started it. So date of commencement would have to be mentioned over here. Next it will be bank details, the name of the bank, IFSC code, and bank account number. Once that's done, you have to select the major activity of the unit. So, it may happen that you might be, providing both of them. You will be providing some manufacturing, or, you might be, manufacturing some products, and at the same time, you'll be providing some services. So, what is the majority of the chunk that you would have to find it out? What is the majority activity, and you have to mention accordingly. So, I would think, you can either have it, it's like case to case, you have to discuss it. But in my opinion, personal opinion, I think whose turnover, whichever activity is bringing more turnover, more revenue, that is what should be selected. Next is you have to share the NIC code. If you are not aware of the NIC code, don't worry. You have to just type the keywords over here and you would get it. At the same time, if you are not aware, you can also use the drop down menu and find it. And now the next is number of persons employed. Now here you would have to mention the number of males that you are being employed by you, females, and others. And finally, to give you a total, it is a auto calculation, so you don't have to worry about it. Next is point number 20 and 21. This would be auto fetched from income tax department. So in this case, you have to just wanted to share a new highlight that or as per the latest circular, the MSME registration norm, how it is being defined as whether an entity would be micro, small, or medium, have changed, and it is dependent on investment and turnover. That's the reason they are going to fetch these details from income tax. Earlier, it was just that it was used to be based on self-declaration. You don't have to furnish anything, but now they have linked everything with Udyam registration. Okay, so here the one thing you have to share the details would be this one. As per their definition, the investment in machineries should be excluding the cost of all the machineries which are cost of pollution control, research and development, industrial safety devices. This investment should be excluded from the total investment in plant, machinery, and equipment. So that particular data you would have to fill the bifurcation, and the net investment would be auto calculated. And after the turnover, the next thing you have to mention whether it's a yes or no radio button question, whether you want to get registered on government e-market, that is GEM portal, or you want to get registered on TREDS, TREDS portal. You have to select yes or no. and DIC, that is District Industry Center, it will be auto captured. In case if it is not, the correct DIC is not auto captured, you can always select from the drop down. However, till this time, the number of registration that I have never came across any one of them which is wrongly captured. So if you put the correct details, it would be the correct one. Don't worry about that. Alternatively, you can always, change them from drop down menu. Okay, once you do that, you have to, click on the declaration, agree that there will be application number which is already being, it will be auto fetched. And once you click on submit and get final OTP, it will give you a pop-up to recheck whether are you sure that the data is correct. Once you click on OK, it will send you an OTP. Once you validate that OTP, get the OTP, you fill that and you click on final submit. Again, it will give you a pop-up which would ask you to recheck the data, because this is the last time that they are going to ask you, and once it is done, once you send that data, you cannot change it. Okay, so this is the final warning kind of thing, and once you hit OK, it is done, and you'll get this new notification that is Udyam registration submitted successfully. Your Udyam registration number is so and so. And once you hit on OK, it will also give you this web page where you'll be mentioning, the Udyam registration number would be mentioned. So if you can read this line, your registration number is so and so. So you can use this number for your future references. However, on verification and completion of registration process, your Udyam registration certificate will be issued. So as you all are aware that, GSTN data and income tax data will be auto fetched. So it would take some time, and post or, fetching all that data, the certificate will be issued to you. So this is what the process is from your end. You have to do it, and later part will be done by the department. Okay, so now here ends the first process which was for new entrepreneur. What if you are an existing entrepreneur? In that case, again, if we come to the main web page of udyogadhar.gov.in, you go for the next option. That is, you can re-register here for those already have registration as EM2 or UAM. Once you click on that, you would get this screen. You would have to put the Udyog Aadhaar number. Please note, guys, it's Udyog Aadhaar number. It is not the Aadhaar number, but Udyog Aadhaar number. Once you put the Aadhaar number, you have to select how you want to get the OTP, on mobile or on email. Once you select the mobile or email alternative, whatever is comfortable to you, you would get the OTP and you have to validate that OTP. Once it is being validated, you would get this notification that your Udyog Aadhaar has been validated successfully. Validated, and the next would be thanks for verifying your details, and please revisit us after a few days to complete the process. The details are being confirmed. So currently, earlier, as it was coming soon thing, now they are just collecting the data, and after a few days, I think there will be some changes in the system, and they would start the part, the second part of the process. However, I would make another video as soon as they come up with this new process, so that I can help you out with the new video tutorial. Till that time, you can also opt for this. You can apply a re-registration request, and yeah, I guess that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time. And if you like this type of video, please give a thumbs up. If you have any questions, suggestions, you can always mention it in the comments. I would reply them as soon as possible. At the same time, if you want to DM me, you can always get back to me on Twitter or Instagram. My Twitter ID and Instagram ID is mentioned over here. And don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this video with your friends, guys, because many of them are not aware that Udyog Aadhaar have been, has changed, and I think that it would be very good if you can share this with your friends. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks.